Bruce Freeman Rail Trail newsletters. I didn't, by the way, write all of those as my primary source. I'm going to highlight some of the help we've had. The very first time the Friends put out their twice annual newsletter was in the spring of 2005. And the first mention of elected officials occurred in the fall of the 2005 newsletter. Acton was working on legislation to limit brownfield liability. The legislation did pass and was a necessary condition for Acton and other communities to take on a rail trail project. And I'm sure the town was working with State Senator Pam Resor. Jamie, Corey, were you working on that as well?
Yep.
Were you working on it?
I wasn't there.
Oh. Okay, Mike. Okay. Okay. So that's great. So in April, you might remember this, back in April 2007, the Friends took on a strategic campaign to educate the elected officials who represented the 8 cities and towns along the trail with a State House legislative briefing. And you might ask, what is that? That's basically a way to go educate legislators. The briefing was a great success and organized and hosted by State Senator Panagiotakis, no longer in the Senate, and State Representative Eldridge. So, and at our ribbon cutting in fall of 2009, this is a long rail trail, guys, but I'm getting through it. The Friends gave appreciation plaques to those from the state and federal elected officials supporting the trail. U.S. Representative Nikki Tsongas is a representative from Congresswoman Tsongas' office here today. Nope. Again, State Senators Eldridge, Panagiotakis, Susan Fargo, former State Senator Pam Resor, State Reps Jim Marciaro, Corey Atkins, Thomas Golden, David Nangle, and former Representatives Carol Clevin and Jeff Hall. Okay, so we're through phase 1, but we still had phase 2A to do right here. On October 22nd, 2009, a press release was released by a former administration that headlined Transportation Enhancement Funding of $500,000 approved for the Bruce Freeman Rail Trail Phase 2A final design. And who supported that? Representatives Arciero, Atkins, and newcomer Representative Benson, and Senator Eldridge. So we're going to go to 2010. I'm sorry, guys. It's going to get a little more interesting after this. In May 2010, Senator Eldridge called me to say that he had good news about the trail and asked if I could keep a secret. I said I could. He then informed me that he and other legislators had been working with the former administration and had secured design funding for phases 2A and 2C for the trail. And in order to keep the surprise, Jamie asked if we could get a few rail trail supporters together for the former Lieutenant Governor's announcement of design funding while not revealing any details. Now, who was there for that design announcement? It was behind Donnellan's, Gould's Plaza. Anybody here at that? Yeah, that was pretty cool. So that was over $900,000 of transportation enhancement funds. Other strong supporters noted in our newsletter at that point was Representative Atkins, Representative Benson, Highway Administrator Louisa Paiwanski, and a representative from Nikki Tsongas' office. Okay, so our state elected officials have been tantamount in effectively supporting the rail trail. Senator Mike Barrett and Jamie Eldridge are shown in our newsletter in 2014 at a Sudbury Board of Selectmen's meeting. Remember that? Yep, pushing Sudbury along, that's a tough road. I've met Representative Atkins at the townhouse in Concord to support the rail trail. So, and meeting there, and I got a call from Representative Benson one day asking me what was the best way to spend $250,000 that we're burning a hole in the state's pocket to facilitate the trail. And of course, Senator Eldridge seems to be everywhere, from coming to actual meetings of the Friends of the Bruce Freeman Rail Trail to speaking at the Boston MPO and the TIP funding. It's pretty awesome. So the Phase 2A is dominated by Acton, so it's no surprise that the electeds representing Acton are noted most frequently. But there are many, many friends at the State House, and sadly we just lost a great supporter, Representative Chris Walsh, who passed away on May 2nd. And Representative Walsh was to push forward the trail of the southern end in Framingham.